Hello, hello, hello. It's a new day. Oh, I am recording on my microphone. And today, we have a video of 5 major, well-known characters in fiction that have all received redemption arcs. Now, I will be saying whether it is deserved or not. Do they deserve redemption? Or should they ever be shunned for their actions? The 5 characters that I will be covering 5 characters today across cartoon, TV shows, and video games, and superheroes, and action as such, okay? Now, I will not be telling you the 5 characters, I'll be listing them one at a time. But if you want to see what they are without cheating, I will hide the 5 characters on screen. Did you find them? If you found them, then you know the 5 characters. But if you didn't find them, then you are not allowed to pause or look back or fast forward. So sorry, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Now I would like to take a basis. There is an argument to be made that none of these characters deserve a redemption, and there's an argument to be made that all of these characters deserve redemption. Because there's always that thing where it's like, well, everyone's a victim of their own circumstance, so everyone is a victim here. They all deserve the redemptions. None of them chose their fate. And then the other people will say, well, they're all people. They're all capable of decisions. All of them do not deserve redemption. They did that. So, we have 2 very opposite sides of the spectrum, and both are valid. So, what I'm gonna do here is, how much can I understand them? Like, oh, I can see how you, and if I can't really, if there's like only a 10% understanding, they don't deserve it. If it's like a 40% understanding, then, or above 50, they deserve it kind of thing. So, I guess it's very subjective. But, we will be starting with Anakin Skywalker. Did Anakin Skywalker deserve his redemption from Darth Vader? Did he deserve that moment of clarity? I mean, to be fair, he kind of died right after, so... But did he deserve that look from his son's eyes? Did he deserve that moment of tranquility and peace? I don't know if this is a hot take, but no! Compared to the rest of the guys on these lists, you have a much more loving and forgiving situation than the rest of these guys. So balance that out with the atrocities that this man committed. Yes, he was a slave. Yes, his parents were killed. Yes, he was manipulated by Palpatine. Yes, he was held back by the Jedi, but like, say what you will about his skill, to be a Grand Master, you need knowledge, you need experience. Wasn't the guy like 24 or something? How old was he when he turned? I don't know. All I know is that he's too young. The fact that wasn't he first to get like promoted to Jedi Knight? Why am I doing quotations? He was like the earliest to go to Knight, which was already kind of crazy, but sorry, not sorry, Anakin did not deserve his redemption. Loki, MCU, the MCU. I can't speak on the comics for Loki. There's a lot of Loki in comics. Loki is a unique case here, right? He's a god. Yes, he invaded New York, and yes, he's killed a lot of people, but he wasn't nearly as evil as Darth Vader was. He doesn't like, some of the shows, like I remember watching Obi-Wan, the mother was like begging for his son, like, no, please, please. Neck snapped. Whoa! Like, the way it was framed, Vader came off as more evil. Loki was always more empathetical to me than Anakin was. And I think there's a real nail in the coffin here. Unlike Anakin Skywalker, Loki was almost like, he was born into this. He was born into being the god of mischief. It is in his nature to be mischievous. And that's what he was. He was mischievous on a godly level, right? And then once he got his stuff together, he redeemed and he did a lot of good. He closed together the multiverse. I think Loki deserves his redemption arc. His nature is just too strong, and the fact that he still overcame that. I'm gonna say Anakin does not deserve it, Loki does. Next! Even more of a recent climax to this guy's story, we have Steve Harrington. Now, I feel like this one's pretty open and shit, okay? I mean, he deserves his redemption arc. The guy was a teenager. I mean, did he do some pretty not nice stuff? Yeah, he didn't write the mean word on the billboard. He broke his camera because Jonathan was low-key kind of being a creep. And I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't even hold that against him. Steve turned himself around, but Steve, still in season 1, stands up for Jonathan and Nancy, even though he cheated, he perceives as a cheating situation happening, and still fights the Demogorgon. That is tough. This one is hard to watch. Kratos. What is it? Not goddess, but God of Sparta? Or is it Ghost of Sparta, God of War, God of Hope, God of Lies, God of Fools. I didn't know that was actually a real line. I thought that was a meme. I mean, the guy, even in his redemption arc, is still killing. I mean, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I don't think Kratos deserves his redemption arc. Because first off, I mean, he was born into war. He was born into, he didn't choose his nurture, right? His brother was killed from him. He was born a very hard life. I understand that. But the guy is ruthless. Through the first Greek God of War games, he isn't just killing gods, he's killing everybody. What is it? Civilians, gods, wars. He's petty with the freaking grant me this wish. He gives up his soul because of how desperate he is for a win. And then even after he's supposedly going through this whole redemption situation in God of War 4 or 5, where he's like, okay, I'm just here for my family, I don't want to kill, I want a solid life. He's still killing people. He still kills Baldur, who I think deserves more of a redemption arc than Kratos. Kills Thor, who also, I don't know, he might deserve more redemption. I'm pretty sure all the Norse outside of Odin, definitely the 3 sons, Heimdall, Baldur, and Thor, all deserve a redemption arc more than Kratos does. Hot take, I don't know. But you look at Baldur, dude, this guy was just struggling. He can't feel anything. And you just, boom, dead because he wanted to protect Freya for the good. No! Kratos does not deserve. Kills Heimdall. I mean, Heimdall was an arrogant little brat. I get it. But still, dude, he was just arrogant. He wasn't inherently crazy evil. All 3 of these guys are just manipulation victims to Odin. All I see is that Kratos killed, and then he moved, and supposedly got redeemed, and he killed again. And yes, but Tyler, he looks after his son. He killed his first one. If anything, he just broke even. What? And even if, is it really, okay, yes, you took care of your son. That was kind of the deal when you had him. You want an applause for that? No! Good day. Kratos does not deserve redemption, if that's a hot take. And my final character that deserves redemption, Omni. Of course, this guy, season 1, he is a menace. He is an absolute demon. Season 1, you're a pet, beating the crap out of Mark. Just the freaking pilot. No, I don't know if this is a hot take. I do not know how much of a hot take this is, but I think Omni-Man deserves his redemption arc. I heard a lot of things he called his wife a pet, he beat up his son, he killed thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Tyler, he does not deserve a redemption arc. But from what I see here, I see a Viltrumite, born into war, conditioned for war his entire life. From what I saw with the Viltrumite war, dude, he is constantly in fight or flight. Constantly. For 1,000 years plus. And in just, how old was Mark? 18 years? In just 20 or so years, he turns around. And all 1,000 years of that conditioning, he becomes good. Now, yes, did it take him a lot of atrocities to get to that? Yes, but you have to remember, this 1,000+ years, brainwashed by these people to kill and to be in a dictatorship, and then if nothing else, he is in fear, knowing that if he does mess this up, he's going to be killed. What? And even after all of that, yes, he does a lot of bad things. He thinks, I can't do it, and flies away. Now there's something to be said that he goes and just starts a new family, and that's kind of sus, with bugs. I could not. That's kind of bro, did that family mean nothing to you? But also, can we really be mad at him? He's been alive for 1,000 years. If I'm alive for 80 years, does a 2-month relationship mean a lot to me? It's all a perspective, right? Listen here. I think Nolan deserves his redemption arc. I think Loki Lawferson deserves his redemption arc. I think Steve Harrington deserves it. I think Kratos, I don't know his last name. Kratos, God of Sparta, does not deserve his redemption, and Anakin Skywalker does not deserve that redemption arc. I'd be happy to hear your guys' opinions, because like this, there is absolutely a valid argument that all 5 deserve redemption arcs, and there's a valid argument that none of the 5 deserve redemption arcs. I think if I had to pick, I would sooner say that all 5 deserve redemption arcs, because at the end of the day, everybody is a victim of circumstance. Like, you don't choose your nature, you're born with that. You don't choose your nurture, you're given that, you're inherited that by your parents. So do not forget to brush your teeth tonight. And if you have already brushed your teeth tonight, then I ponder you a question: have you brushed your teeth tomorrow morning? Will you? If you do, I pledge you for that.